took these pens out of my pocket because I got to get two of them back that I borrowed. I got to buy me something like that. Those are Sharpie Fine Point. They're just the best in the world. Oh, I got to meet them. I got to meet Erik and Sanne, right? I got to meet them through, my hearing is bad. In case I don't hear what you say, it's because I need to get hearing aids. I'm old. Anyway, I was so happy I got to meet them playing on their session here, playing the piano on several songs for their new recording. Carrie Rodriguez called me and asked me if I could come over and work on these recording sessions. She called me a couple of months ago, and I was just so happy to hear from her. I've known her and her family for quite some time, and I respect her artistry. She's such a great artist, and I was so happy to know that she'd be working with these folks and that they had really requested that I come over and play some piano because they were fans of some of my work over the years. Yes, I have. I've been to Europe, and have I ever been to Europe? Yes, I have been to Europe. I'm getting that down. Yes, I've been to Europe. I played there many times with Johnny Cash when I played the piano with him. He went to Germany a lot. We've been to Belgium, and we've been to all throughout Europe and Scandinavia. And it was a 20-year job that I had with Johnny. I got to go many places and meet many people. The album is in Dutch. Is that a problem for me? No, because I was just relating to the music, the melodies, and the way that they were singing, because oh, they're just such great singers and such sweet people to work with. And the music, I didn't worry about the words and what they meant, but Sanne was nice to explain several of the songs to me and what they were about, how they had been translated. Yes, you overheard me saying to Sanne that I admired her as a singer. I do admire her greatly as a singer. Of all the women that I have worked with, of course, there's a lot of them, but she seems to me to have the truest voice and a conveyance of the emotions contained in the songs. I mean, you get her message whether you know the words or not, whether you just understand what beautiful sentiments are coming from her heart. Who would you know? Who would you know of the people that I played with? Well, I recorded and traveled with Johnny Cash for 20 years. I recorded with Buck Owens in the 60s on the Capitol Studio in Hollywood. I recorded with the great Win Stewart, who was another West Coast country music pioneer. And I, of course, recorded with Graham Parsons and with the International Submarine Band, and also Graham, when he was with the Byrds, I did the Sweetheart of the Rodeo album with them. And then I recorded with Merle Haggard a couple of times. I helped co-produce the tribute to the best damn fiddle player in the world, Western Swing record that he did. His producer was out of town. They asked me to fill in, and I did. And also worked on a couple of other tunes with him. Getting Glenn Campbell to sing harmony with Merle Haggard on a song called Carolyn, which was a big hit. And that was while I was in California. And then Capitol Records, I was working for them. They transferred me to Nashville, where I worked with the great Freddie Hart. We had 3 #1 albums and singles, and also with the great Stoney Edwards. We got chart picks, several of those. And then I left that company. I went independent, produced some records on Terry Stafford, and then after that I was hired by Johnny Cash to go on tour with him. I just really enjoyed that trip, which lasted 20 years. Oh, I guess the watching him be nominated, or I didn't know even about the nomination, but I was able to witness him being inducted, Jesse Hallam, and I'm trying to think of the other two. I'll think of it in a minute. But that was great. I enjoyed those times. I enjoyed the times on stage with him too, and I enjoyed going overseas with him on those tours because the people just loved Johnny Cash. He was truly an international star, and one of the more memorable appearances that I was able to. But that was great. I enjoyed those times. I enjoyed the times on stage with him too, and I enjoyed going overseas with him on those tours because the people just loved Johnny Cash. He was truly an international star, and one of the more memorable appearances that I was able to make with him was in Prague, Czechoslovakia in 1978, and we played a sold-out house, 20,000 people, 2 times a day there, and it was quite a memorable experience. This new album, oh, I think it'd be a monster album. I think it'll. What do I expect of the album when it comes out? I think people are just going to flock to the stores to pick it up or order it on the internet. However they do, I'm going to get one for sure. It's going to be such a good album, and the songs that will be contained herein, some of them are classics, and some of them are things that I've never heard, and some of them are things that have been hits across the waters, but I hadn't heard over here, and some I've heard that just sounded so familiar. Am I planning to come to Europe when the album comes out? If I would be invited by someone who promotes shows, I would love to come over there and do a tour, playing the piano and singing, maybe using some musicians from over there. And I would like to do a show with Erik and Sanne, if possible. Is there anything I would like to say to the Belgian viewers? Yes, you guys keep it country over there. I know you love our real country music, and I'm so glad you do. I look forward to seeing you. I've had a few rocky bumps with some unlucky choices I've made as far as women go, but I've always managed to have a good piano to play.